Hey, how's it going? My name is Alex and welcome to Remixed Reviews. Today I'm actually going to be talking about one of my favorite characters or villains in the DC universe, and that would be Sinestro. I've always been a Green Lantern fan. I've always liked the idea of the Lantern Corps, and I always liked the fact that he was a Green Lantern who decided to go a different route, who thought will wasn't as strong as fear. I mean, every one of us has to deal with and hopefully overcome fear at one point of our lives. And I just like that character. And I have an older DC Direct figure that every time I look at it, I really appreciate the way this figure came out. Sometimes they just hit the mark. And I wanted to make this video for some people who probably overlooked it or never thought about buying it, because this is a figure that actually looks very, very good in any collection. As far as the articulation goes, it is an older DC Direct figure, so the articulation isn't what it is now, but by far the overall look of it makes up for that. So let's get to a review of Sinestro from the Green Lantern series DC Direct. So here's a quick look at the packaging. Like I said, it is an older DC Direct, the Green Lantern Series 3. I think I originally paid, it's supposed to say right there, $16.75. So I think I bought this particular item maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. Quick look on the back, it shows you some of the other characters from this series. You have Cyborg Superman, Batman is Green Lantern, and you have Sapphire, Star Sapphire. I don't own any of the other ones from this wave. I don't even think I own any Green Lantern Corps from this particular wave. I was always a little more fond of the articulation and stuff, but when I saw this Sinestro and the way he looked overall, I definitely had to get it. Now, I have taken a quick look on eBay just to do a little research. I see that it's kind of getting up there in price. I've seen anywhere from 70 to 100 bucks. I don't recommend paying that. I'm sure you could find this either loose, and if that's not your thing, I would wait for conventions or stuff. I'm sure people will pop it off anywhere from 30 to 50. I still think that's pretty high, especially for, you know, the way new figures are coming out as far as articulation goes. But like I said, this is a character that I really like. I could see myself, if I didn't own it, paying a little more. But that's definitely up to you guys. So let's take a closer look at Sinestro. So here's a quick look at Sinestro out of package. I think he's very, very cool, like I said. In the stand here, he's almost 8 inches. Without the stand, I put him more about between 7 and 7.5, just so you guys get a good idea. I want to show you the box real quick. I do have two. I found them loose for like $5, so I picked them up. I did switch the base. If you could look in the packaging, a quick closer look. He has a Green Lantern base. I don't know if you guys could get a good look in the back. And then also his Yellow Lantern. I found one that was a little more to his style as far as glossy and darker. So I just replaced those. You definitely need a stand for this figure. He's top heavy. Even this stand doesn't work as good as I'd like, but it's definitely necessary for this figure. With regards to the actual look and the sculpt, I think this is by far the most superior face sculpt, especially for Sinestro. Just look at all the detailing and sculpting they did on the purple of his face, all the ridges, the eyebrows, the mean face, the teeth, the hair. Everything about this figure I absolutely love when it comes to the sculpting. I think they just did a real good job. You know, it stops here. He got some blue shading there. Back of his head with a line. Even the design of the uniform is actually really, really cool. I like the glossier tone when they use it. It's supposed to matte finish. I love that the contrast of the purple with his against the yellow and the black of his uniform. The design, everything about this is classic Sinestro, especially when you get into him and being part of the creator of the Yellow Lantern Corps. Just the sculpting here, the overall design of the body is pretty cool. I think it fits him. They did a good job on the boots as far as it's a basic job. I mean, there's nothing significant or great here, but I just like the overall look of Sinestro, especially the face, especially when you pick up that arm, get a good shot of his ring. I mean, that's just classic evil, mean, all about, you know, fear. I just really like the overall look of his head, his body, and the presence of evil and fear that he gives off. It's just a really classic look. By far my favorite Sinestro. As far as articulation goes, like I said, it is DC Direct, so it's not as great. It says does do 360, comes down a little bit, up a little, not really much movement there. His arms come out about so far. Does have the 360. He does have a 90-degree elbow joint with the wrist swivel, which is really cool, so you could get different stances on that yellow power ring, which I don't mind. Has no ab crunch whatsoever. His legs go about that far back, that far forward was isn't much. They don't come out at all. He has one knee joint, 90-degree, and no foot or ankle articulation whatsoever. So when I do say that you need some sort of stand, I do recommend that. He only has one foot peg, which is on his right. So you click it, have him stand, push him back all the way. So like I said, he also comes with the yellow lantern. This one is a little different from the packaging. I found it at a convention. It was glossier. I just felt it went with his attire more, the glossier look that he has on the yellow. So it's the exact same mold, just a different paint job. Not really sure exactly which figure series it comes from, but it's one that I like. I just think it goes better. And I can't remember for the life of me the name of this thing. I know it follows him around and protects him. And I'm not sure if it recharges the ring or not. I think it does. But this thing is pretty cool. And I actually like this shape better on another version of Sinestro. It looked more like a dildo on legs. So I'm kind of glad that that's a little different. But overall, like I said, this is a very, very cool figure. Especially for the time with DC Direct when it came to the sculpting. I really think this holds up even now. Overall, I definitely have to recommend this figure. Even with the lack of articulation, I think it holds up today with all the figures that are coming out with the superior articulation. I really like the overall style they gave Sinestro here. I have to recommend it if you don't own it. Like I said, it is a little pricier now, but with time and luck, like anything, you could always find what you're looking for the right price. As always, I hope you enjoyed the review. Please hit the like button and leave your comments below. And for everything Comics Remix related and Remix reviews, please visit us at www.comicsremix.com. And we will see you next time. Peace.
I cannot stay here too long before my machine friends will become nervous and do something rash.